Hello and welcome to another episode of the Unnamed Podcast. I'm here with my hosts, Magic Man,
Hello, my friends.
Edgy Chan,
Yo, 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 what it is, motherfuckers?
and today's special guest, which is kmcksik Games.
Hello.
Alright, so our first topic for today is we're going to be going back to Bill Cosby from the last episode. Now, Bill Cosby got sentenced around the time of last episode, but we've had an update on how he's doing in prison, and he's living like a boss in prison. He's got a personal prison assistant. He fell down the stairs, and apparently he's been getting better meals than all of the other prisoners. So, what do you guys think about this?
Well, I think that he's probably made everyone that's serving for him. He's probably the most deadliest person. He's part of the most deadliest gang. So if people were to stand up, they just can't stand up to him. Or they can push him down the stairs. That may work.
Oh, so he's like a kingpin.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
He's a part of the elite gang, isn't it?
Alright.
Of course he is.
Now
Yeah,
on to
why
our
wouldn't he?
actual first story. Which is, this video has been going around to just literally it's all over the internet.
Is it TikTok?
No. Basically, there's
That would make sense.
there's this man who is protesting outside an abortion clinic, and this pro-life woman comes up to him, and he talks to her for a bit, and she says something that offends him, and you can clearly see in the video now that he's arguing with the woman. Then he charges up, like literally charges up a roundhouse kick, and kicks this woman in the face. Afterwards,
Serves alright.
Yeah, afterwards, when this woman's on the floor, she says she's going to call the police, and he keeps saying that he was trying to hit her phone. What do you guys think about this?
Serves alright for being a bitch.
Well, he also loses his job.
Yeah, he lost his job, and I don't think he's being charged with assault.
Well, I mean, how's that happen then? He's kicked her in the head.
He's kicked her in the head, but he was trying to kick her phone out of her hand and missed.
But he
Was
said
it like
that. He said that he might have. He probably deliberately kicked her right in the head
Accuracy
in frustration.
But here's the thing.
Deception 100.
He charges up this kick. He looks like such a knob. Like seriously, he charges it up. I assume
Is it
everyone
like a
here's seen the
Jackie
video.
Chan level kick?
I've
Like,
seen the video, yeah.
Yeah, everyone
I
has
haven't
seen this
seen
video.
it.
When you miss a power attack.
But yeah, he literally like does this battle stance and then spins, right? He lost his job at a hair salon, and I'm looking at the report here. And the woman made a statement to this newspaper saying, "I'm a pro-life woman. This man just roundhouse kicked me in public for my beliefs." Now, personally, I think this guy is a massive cock, because this woman has just gone up to him trying to state her opinion, just like he's trying to state his opinion, and to be honest, he's doing it a lot more violently than her, actually protesting outside this abortion clinic. She shows
just
up,
like ISIS.
tries to argue with him,
Well,
and then he just kicks her in the head. Like, even if he did just kick her phone, that's still
yeah, that's
destruction of
what the
property.
point that I was going to make. That even if he did hit the phone, it's still intention of like some sort of assault.
Yeah, like, phones are expensive, you know?
I think he's deliberately trying to cause some form of harm to her.
Yeah.
Not
Definitely.
just even if he's destroyed her phone. I mean, he's a cock no matter what. He's made himself look like an absolute cock. But I think also if he did hit the phone, there's kind of a little bit of an overreaction for him being literally sacked for that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't blame the salon for sacking him, because this video has just gone all around the internet 700 times.
Oh
Right.
yeah, if they were to leave it,
Yeah.
they'd get a lot of bad press,
Yeah.
and it'd be very controversial.
She. Okay. Um.
Next Halloween costume, dress up as that knob.
Okay.
Scare everyone in the
Okay.
scare everyone
Okay.
in the village.
This part in the video you don't actually see because her phone's on the floor, right? And she says that he claimed he'd meant to hit my phone, and then one of her friends called the police, and he ripped the ribbon off of her, and then ran away.
What a fucking dickhead!
5.
Well, yeah, then obviously he's deliberately tried to kick her. He's
Yeah.
just making up an excuse to try and defend himself.
It says here, a police car arrived 5 to 10 minutes later. The policemen rolled down their window but did not exit their vehicle. Apparently
That's because
she
it's dangerous.
explained it to them and showed them the video, and they said, "What do you want us to do about it?"
Well, yeah, I do find that is kind of a waste of police's time to just. I mean, it's something very minor. It's not like he continued to batter her after he kicked her.
Yeah, she could just go to the local station.
You see worse at school. People getting battered in. I mean, what happens to poor young Muppersaw? He just gets battered every lunchtime.
You're talking about school, you're breaking a rule.
No, everyone knows. I'm sure everyone on this knows about, apart from my dad, who is a new listener of the podcast. Hi, Dad. But
Hello,
Hi, Will's dad.
Hello, William's dad.
But it says here that
How
she
you
was on the
doing?
verge of tears and shaking from the adrenaline. She asked the police what her options were, and they said that she could file a complaint, but that she'd have to take him to court. And she is taking him to court.
This is
And
a humongous story, isn't it?
yeah, and he'd be likely to be given probation or less. I mean, I think this is different to Humongous, because Humongous did literally nothing apart from making a dad joke.
Oh no,
And-
he have you actually seen like the H3 like report on it?
Yes.
Yeah, I
yes.
have.
It's like a massive meme.
It explains everything about him.
Yeah, but did
I suggest
H3H...
that people
Sorry,
watch
no,
that.
did the humongous guy do anything wrong, though?
No.
No, that's the
Well,
difference. He made a
obviously
joke.
he abused a woman.
Well, yeah, but no, he made a joke. It's different compared to this, where he's actually kicked her, and she's still overreacting. I'd say. I wouldn't say you'd take somebody to court for kicking you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just give him a slap. That's what you need to do.
Also,
Well-
she could retaliate herself, and it wouldn't matter. She could chuck a broken phone at his head.
Yeah, one of the
Chuck a brick at his head.
one of the interesting things I feel about this is, if you, because this is a very interesting story, because I do think this guy is an absolute fucking knobhead, right?
We all do, mate.
He's a prick. But if you'd have swapped the two characters out, right? And had it being a pro-life woman kicking a I don't know what the name for the abortion people who pro-abortion, I guess, people. Man.
Well, no, she was a pro-life woman.
Yeah, I know. If it was a pro-life woman kicking a,
Oh.
basically, if she'd have roundhouse kicked him, I think there would have been a very
Nothing
different.
would have happened.
Yeah, he wouldn't have called the
Nothing
police.
would have happened.
Well, actually, I mean, I'm not really sure, but I'd probably say that if that's happened, it'd still be memed to shit. You'd expect that, but I think it wouldn't. Nothing would happen. He wouldn't sue her. Nothing would be able. They wouldn't do anything about it.
Next,
Next,
Okay.
next point.
Next, okay, this one is kind of interesting. It says that
Ooh.
beer prices are to soar as global warming effects take hold.
What?
Basically, as global warming happens and the world's getting warmer and warmer, scientists, well, not scientists, more like businessmen, predict that the price of beer and other alcoholic drinks are going to go up.
But why would they do that? I don't understand.
Because it's supply and demand. Because people are getting hotter
Fucking
and hotter. People
bollocks.
need their hydration, which doesn't make a lot of sense because beer doesn't hydrate you.
beer doesn't hydrate you, and the thing is, I mean, everyone in the house has a tap. They can get water from it.
I know this one is a bit odd, but I guess with global warming, you get like the weather gets nicer. I say nicer, but you know, kind of warmer, because we have shit weather over here.
Better than England.
Yeah.
So there's more people who want to go out to a pub and then, you know, maybe like sit in the beer garden or something.
Mm.
Who sits in a beer garden? You sit at a bar. You don't.
Have a nice sit in the
Oh,
lawn while they're having their
No,
pint.
you sit out on the chairs,
Yeah,
the
you can
bench
sit out.
out front, and you look very lonely with your pint in front of you.
Because all the
That's what we
smokers
do.
go up there, and you probably get lung cancer.
That's why
So
it's
what, secondhand
outside,
smoke?
so you don't get lung
Yeah.
cancer.
Well, no, you still will.
Anyway, this isn't
Relevant.
Yeah. But yeah, the people, like, the researcher is called Dr. Stephen Davis from the University of California, said,
What, Ted?
the world is facing many life-threatening impacts of climate change, so people having to spend a bit more to drink beer may seem trivial by comparison.
What?
No one's got... Basically, he's saying, the problems with climate change are much, much more important than having to pay more for a pint.
That is
Yeah.
kind of true. We should
I
worry
don't-
about climate change more than a fucking pint.
I
The
mean,
world's
yeah.
getting warmer. Let's increase the price on beer.
Yeah, I feel like
Brilliant.
this does
That
kind
will
of...
stop climate change.
Yeah, this shows people's kind of fucked up priorities.
Yeah, I don't see the point.
Do I donate to global warming, research, or do I buy myself a beer?
Okay, and another food and drink topic is that
Yum.
pizzas. Oh shit. Okay, right, never mind. Pizzas must shrink or lose their toppings under government anti-obesity plan.
I mean, that makes more sense in the beer stuff.
Yeah, basically to
Why would you want pizza?
to try and decrease obesity and particularly child obesity, the government is planning on making like calorie caps in like
Fast food.
it says here pies, ready meals, and sandwiches will also be subject to the new proposed calorie limits in a desperate bid to tackle Britain's obesity crisis. What do you guys think about this?
Right. Basically,
What was
the Prime Minister office is like, right, lads, kids are getting too fat. How are we going to deal with it? And they're like, right, what do most people eat? And they're like, pizzas. So how are we going to fix that? Well, basically, we're going to strip the pizza of everything that makes it a pizza, and basically just make a flatbread.
Yeah, I feel like this is the same reason as when McDonald's started. I feel like this is a similar situation to when McDonald's started making salads, because it's like if you're trying to lose weight, you don't eat pizza. Anyone who is smart, most people are smart enough to know that pizza is not a healthy meal, right? Pizza is something you eat as a treat. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, you know, any person, if you take the toppings off pizza and make it more healthy, that's not going to help anything, because people will still be eating it at the regular rate of just
I think
once every like month.
what you're saying is that people trying to be healthy are not eating this, so it's pointless. But the actual fact is that the unhealthy people who don't know what they're talking about, who are fat and don't really care, are getting limited to what they don't need.
Right. They've actually got their rules here, which says a standard pizza for one should contain no more than 928 calories, which is far less than many sold by takeaways, restaurants, and shops. And the recommendation suggests that a savoury pie should contain no more than 695 calories. I mean, it might be just me, but I think 928 calories
That's
is...
something.
Yeah, but I mean, for an adult, the average daily calorie intake recommended is meant to be 2,000. Fuck, my brain's gone. Hold on, I'm gonna Google this. I'll cut this out. Okay, so it says generally the recommended daily calorie intake is 2,000 calories for women and 25,000 calories for men. That's per day. So that would be 1/4 of your daily intake, which for like one of your main meals, that's really not a lot.
And if you think about it, most people, if they get up early for work, they don't get breakfast. Most people don't eat lunch because, I don't know, they're doing like work or something. I mean, most working people get lunch because they have lunch breaks. But for like people who stay at home, or sometimes students just don't go without a lunch.
Yeah,
And then
I
dinner's
don't eat
probably
lunch
most important.
often.
Dinner's like the most important meal, and they're limiting it to what, 900 calories.
For a whole pizza, for one.
Fuck off.
How big's this pizza?
Well, it just says a standard pizza.
So about
So about medium.
30 centimeters diameter.
Congratulations, Law. You win.
Yeah, but it says okay, it says this week officials met with retailers including Domino's, Deliveroo, Just Eat, McDonald's and KFC to discuss these calorie caps, right? And
Do you think all of them were like, it was KFC on one side of the table, McDonald's on the other, and they're all just staring each other down while someone's trying to tell them something?
yeah, they're just all just like the McDonald's going, "I'll fucking ruin you," like to
I'm back.
Colonel Sanders over there.
You got Ronald McDonald like arguing with Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, but it says they're going to be announced in spring following consultation with the food industry, and they're part of targets to reduce calories in everyday foods by 20%. Now,
Bollocks.
I genuinely think this will just ruin the appeal of a lot of fast food because food with extra calories does usually taste nicer. Like, I'm not 100% sure why that is, but I've got a basic idea. But yeah, like humans instinctively want to eat higher calorie foods, and that's why we eat things like pizza and McDonald's and high calorie foods as a treat, right? It's to treat yourself. Like, you don't have to make it. You don't even sometimes you don't even have to go to the shop and go buy it, and it's just nice.
As
Do you
a
think the
diagnosed.
Do you think the government are going to start, like, taxing Halloween sweets later on?
Probably. They did
Maybe.
Coke, didn't they? They taxed Coke.
Yeah, speaking of Halloween, have you got a podcast then?
Maybe we can have
Probably.
a spooky podcast.
Anyway, this isn't.
Well,
very
Halloween's on
relevant.
the Wednesday. Halloween's on a Wednesday.
Do it
Anyways,
on the
anyway,
your
this
half
isn't-
term.
This isn't relevant. Yeah.
Don't worry, you can edit this out into the intro. I mean outro.
Outro. Yeah, but
As a diagnosed skinny boy, I find this offensive. I need that meat to put on my bones, bro.
okay. So, a car with foreign number plates, towing a caravan, drives down the wrong way on the M40.
Can't really blame
and
him.
crashes into several vehicles. There's a video.
And us,
It's
come on,
not a
and
YouTube
us.
video. I can send you the news story. It's
Yeah, send-
Well, send it to us then.
holy shit. Sorry, I
Wait.
haven't seen this video before. It's pretty like intense.
Okay,
Let's have a look, shall
let's have a cheeky boy.
But yeah,
we? I hate it how it starts in my Internet Explorer, not my Chrome.
okay,
Mine's
but
lost my crown.
they keep exaggerating the fact that it has foreign number plates, and
Holy
me,
shit! I made a bit of. Holy crap!
I know
I've
there's
not
there's,
seen it
there's
yet.
this image here of this huge, yeah, what I think's happened here, is that
An idiot thought he was going the wrong way, turned around, realised he was on the wrong road. There you go.
no,
I
because
think it's probably somebody who's foreign. He usually drives on the other
yeah,
side of the
they
road,
keep
and they
mentioning
came
the
over.
fact that
They're
there's
foreign number plates.
and what I think might have happened is that they've fucking my brain stopped. What I think that's happened is they've
Come over, looking for some money.
Yeah. maybe they're going on a caravan holiday. That could be
selling the drugs.
There's
But what I think they've done, they must be from a country. It doesn't say who's done it or what the actual country on the number plates were. But yeah, they've
The plates are probably European. That's why, from European Union.
yeah, but
so
they're
just the same ones.
probably used to driving on the right side of the road, then
Ooh, I just-
entered the motorway on the right side of the road, and
Ooh.
then couldn't really figure out a way to get off, so just kept
And that's
going
why
along.
we support Brexit.
Ooh,
But
I
then
just
Yeah.
seen-
there's a major problem with this. How did they not notice? Because obviously they have to drive down roads. If they're foreign and they've got to drive down other roads to get. And how have they not noticed? I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, and then they get on there and they see people going the other way that he's going. Why would you do that? It doesn't make sense to me.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
Maybe someone just stuck on the foreign plates for to like hide his actual car's number plate, so he can just plow down the fucking.
We don't know what was in the back of the caravan, but there's probably lots of dead children.
Weed, coke, probably some of that.
I don't think this is accurate, but
And most importantly, dead children.
yeah, but and on that.
This is just British views.
Alright, it's time for our first segment of the day, which is Weeb News with Edgy Allen. Alright,
He's cut.
so Edgy, what's the Weeb News?
You want some weeb news, boy? I got you some weeb news. That the Dragon Ball Super movie, the 20th Dragon Ball Super movie, that
It's
the movie on Broly will be first shown in 90 different countries.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm very happy about this because I'm going to force you to see it with me.
Fuck.
Dragon Ball is one of my favourite shows that I've watched.
And I thought the low beer prices were the saddest thing on this podcast.
Yeah, but, you know, I gotta get some of my views out there. People need to know some stuff about me.
Alright, now, I'm not well versed in, Weeb,
Yeah.
so, please enlighten me about this film, because I know what Dragon Ball is, and 20 movies is a lot, and basically, what are your thoughts?
Well, the first thing that you need to know is the Dragon Ball's actual movies are dog shite. The abridged ones are quite good, but the actual films are quite. They're normally bad. Some of them are okay, but one thing that I was disappointed about is when they announced it was going to be a film about Broly, which is a character they've used in the past, which is who I actually really don't like as a character. Like I said, Broly is. I really didn't like that they chose Broly as the main antagonist because he's a character they've used before who only has one emotion. He only his only goal is to kill Goku because he cried when they were children, and that's about it.
Right.
But seeing him now in these trailers, it's actually got me a little more excited. But I'll give it a watch, see if it's good.
Yeah.
Because most of them are absolute dog shite.
Alright.
We've got the third season of A Certain Magical Index started on the 5th of October, which is a show that I'm not very familiar with. But, it sold 30 million copies of its manga,
Right.
which is a lot considering they all sold internationally, and manga's mainly like sold in Japan. So I was surprised that so many copies were like flown out across the world like that.
Right.
Very interesting.
Okay,
Yes.
what's the next Weeb News?
The next weeb news is that the
Did you only
Hold
have
on.
one story?
no, I had loads. This isn't necessarily an anime news, but it's got something to do with some sort of weeb thing. That the new Pokemon games, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, yes, those are their actual names,
Right.
and
Sounds good. Sounds good.
it really doesn't. It's because it's been 20 years since the release of the original Pokemon Red and Blue, and now they're just doing that again.
Right.
That's pretty much it. Really disappointing that that they're doing this, but then again, my brothers are probably going to buy the game, and they're going to bitch it to me about how bad it's going to be.
All right. You got to fill 5 more minutes of this segment.
Yeah.
What's
I know,
your
I know, I
next
know.
piece of weeb news?
My next piece of weeb news, right? Sorry, my brother keeps texting me. Hold on.
Go on.
Shut up.
Answer the question.
Yes,
Weeb
yes,
news
yes, I
sucks.
will.
Weeb news sucks ass.
It's not my fault. It's Joe. Right.
Well,
Um,
I don't like this. What? Ow, shit.
Hold on.
Ah!
The Kyoto
I'm just leaving that in.
What?
the Kyoto International Manga Anime Fair, or KyoMath as it's called.
Yes.
That's pretty math.
One of the largest of its kind in Western Japan will be held. Was held at September 15th and 16th at the Mayakamis Convention Center, but with a twist this year. To liven up the festival, visuals created in calibration with popular titles have been unveiled. The first batch of visuals feature characters from Peacemaker, Kurogane, ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, and Lupin the Third Part 5.
Okay.
Standing against the back...
Say
yeah.
that again, but imagine I have got no fucking idea what that just meant.
Do you know about any of those, William?
No, I don't.
Next.
You don't speak weeb.
Just next news. What's your next piece, Edgy?
My next piece...
Yeah, you've got to fill 2 more minutes.
He keeps going, doesn't he?
Just what's your next piece? Have you got any other weeb news?
Yes.
Other than just you listing like weeb words.
No. So another thing, including Pokemon again. This is known as the Pikachu outbreak. An army of Pikachu will launch its 5th infiltration of Yokohama in August, but the invasion through the streets will continue into the evening for the first time.
Right. So what is the Pikachu invasion?
The Pikachu outbreak, held annually since 2014 in the Kanagawa prefectural capital, this took place on August 10th and 6th. So they've been doing this for 4 years.
Yeah.
And it was taking place in August. This year, basically more than 1,500 people dressed up in giant Pikachu suits will be marching down the streets all over.
All over where?
All
I'm
over where?
back.
over Japan.
Right.
In like Yokohama, Kanagawa, and all sorts of places like that.
Right. And that sounds very, very, very sad. And with that, that concludes Weeb News. Thank you for listening.
Weeb news was really depressing.
Right, that was Weeb
That's
News.
the point of it.
Okay, so yeah, now it's time for game news with Magic Man, and we don't have an intro for this. Away we go.
Fortnite, the gay baby game, has added a quad bike there.
Alright, and that concludes game news. Right, back to normal news for one story,
Woo.
and then it's Ewan's
Done.
one.
Oh my god, I gotta go bed, man.
Fuck off. You're the one
Yeah, but
who kept us out for half an hour playing fucking Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Okay, this is quite an interesting one. Basically, Theresa May was at a talk
Good start.
in the was at the in the House of Commons, and she said that they had made some real progress on the withdrawal agreement for us leaving the European Union. And when she said that, a lot of MPs actually laughed at her.
serves her right.
I don't like her.
No one does, mate. She ran through a cornfield.
But yeah, some of the things
Yeah.
she said were, I continue to believe that a negotiated deal is the best outcome for the UK. I continue to believe that such a deal is achievable, and that is the spirit which I will continue to work with our European partners.
Why is she a prime minister with shit like that?
Jeremy Corbyn urged Miss
it's
May.
Jeremy Corbyn.
Yeah, I might actually bring up. We need like a Jeremy Corbyn alarm. So every time I say
Yeah.
Jeremy Corbyn. All right, so Jeremy Corbyn made a statement.
Oh, Jeremy Corbyn!
Which was he urged Theresa May to put the country before her party and stand up to the reckless voices on the Conservative benches.
Why should we listen to Labour?
I think this is a bit rich from good old Jeremy, because he says to put the country before her party, which I think is a bit rich considering he is in the opposing party to Theresa May.
What a dickhead.
I hate
Why
this
should we be-
place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
they,
It
should
makes
we
me
be
depressed that we
listening to
live in this
Labour, though?
country.
yeah, they all
Labour's like the worst one to vote. Why would you vote Labour?
right. Why would you vote Tory? Is my opinion.
Broke the fourth rule.
You need that. You need
Vote
that cheeky,
UKIP.
cheeky lid
Or
dem.
Yeah,
vote that
but,
UKIP.
But yeah,
Make another UKIP reference.
it
And
this just goes to show how shit of a prime minister she is, because she got laughed at in the House of Commons and did fuck all about it, and had to get advice from Jeremy Corbyn.
I'd be a better prime minister.
No, you wouldn't.
You just talk about week. It'd be something like do anime every week. Be the only. Be anarchy. Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, because Eddie, you would just not get laughed at.
Don't worry, I've muted
If
him
you
for
went in the
2
House of
minutes.
Commons, all of the people would try and kill you. We had it all like anime skirt on.
They just fucking eat you alive. Who muted Eddie? Fuck's sake, Tom. Alright, it's time for our third and final segment of today's podcast, which is with good old boy kmcksik Games, and his segment is on Adolf Hitler.
Oh, brilliant.
I've just typed in Adolf Hitler, and one of the first things that came up said Hitler, Nazi leader, was a virgin. World War II declassified CIA files reveal. So, what do you think about Hitler? Wait, what do you think about Hitler being a virgin when he died?
I thought he had a son.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
he didn't.
children.
No, he didn't.
Hitler didn't have
No, he
children.
didn't. No, he didn't.
Did he not?
No, he had
Well, Mr.
he had
Craven,
nephews and
teach
stuff.
some shit, boy.
Well, let me
Oh, you
Google
broke
this.
the rule, Eddie.
Sorry.
That's a 2-minute mute.
No, it's not.
Come on, man. We have to enforce
Okay,
the
so it's
rules.
actually
Inform us about
alleged.
Hitler.
It's alleged he had kids. Wait, no. He had a niece and a nephew.
Right.
The
yeah.
nephew died in the war. The niece died before the war. This is the Second World War.
So you're saying that Hitler was a virgin when he died?
He was a virgin.
Why did you sing it like that? I mean,
He
really,
was never touched for the very first. No, because it's a song, isn't it?
I don't.
Why'd you
know that
think?
song.
Is that why you think he hated the Jews? Fucking Jews getting more pussy than I
Yeah,
am.
yeah, because he had a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend,
Holy
and
shit.
she was Jewish. So maybe it's because she didn't give him that sweet poos.
Yeah.
You guys know my dad watches the podcast.
Hello,
Oh,
William's
shit.
dad.
Yeah, I was just talking about cats. Jeez, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Eddie were just talking about our cats.
No, I think
Yeah.
I think it makes perfect sense because like he's a busy man.
No, it wasn't.
Well,
He was
his
busy
wife
making
hated
Russia,
what
but
he
that
was
was it.
doing, and she
He
was
was
like,
busy
"Nah,
making
I ain't
stupid
going out with
decisions.
someone who do that."
I mean,
I'm busy doing
who
things.
would date Hitler? Like he's a fucking
His
nutcase.
wife, Eva Brown, she married him.
This
That
is
was
so weird.
Fucking skit.
I'm just
And that was at the
wondering
end of
why
the
this is
war.
important, and we should all be quiet because Tom's about to write something really long that's gonna fuck up
Oh,
anything
cock.
anyone's saying.
Also,
Right.
a Fortnite YouTuber was sued by Epic Games because he cheated.
MJK_man said Michael
How did he
Farage
cheat?
Red Heart Hitler.
He sold hacks to children on PC for
Okay.
$200.
So this guy
Very
sold
interesting.
sold hacks to kids on Fortnite.
It's automatic aiming.
Right.
That Mario Kart hack right there, boy.
And well, if you're wondering who this person is, send loads of hate to Brandon Lucas because he's a
Oh, I thought it was Ninja.
to his Golden Mods channel. So send loads of hate to Golden Mods.
All right.
Send loads of hate to Ninja as well.
Yeah, Dad.
Yes,
Dad, go send
yeah.
loads of
And-
hate to those people.
yeah. Will's dad, go
Go to
send loads of hate
Ninja
to
and
him.
go say he has Ligma. Go do that.
There's some pretty good chocolate.
You're in-
Yeah, say Ligma,
Tom,
and
can
then
you
go,
stop
"Haha."
fucking eating during the podcast?
Ligma balls, and then your dad will be like,
Get ready.
banter,
No,
dab.
ban all sugar.
That's what's gonna happen. Theresa May's gonna do something to you. She's gonna do her little dance over your dead corpse.
She's gonna do a shite curtsy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play it. Theresa May's dance over the podcast.
Okay, nice.
Is
Nice
she
little
doing
me-
the Fortnite L dance?
No.
That's a topical meme.
Okay, so Ewan, have you got anything else to say, or have you just mentioned a guy sold hacks to Fortnite to kids on Fortnite, and Hitler was a virgin?
Hitler was a virgin. Another thing was the superior kmcksik games won a game of what was it called again? Cards vs Humanity against these noobs. So
Yeah, we played.
Bow
Cards
down
Against
to me.
Humanity before the podcast. I probably should have filmed it 'cause it was kind of funny, but
It was very funny.
MJK_man
next time
said
we
server
go.
pick has changed.
Oh, did you guys hear about this news story from ages ago? But I feel like it's fairly relevant.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, this guy who lives in, I think, Argentina.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's 128 years old.
Always a Nazi.
No,
Oh.
he claims that he's Hitler.
Well, how's that work?
Well, I mean, he does look kind of like him. It says
Hitler didn't shoot himself.
that he doesn't actually
Wait, put
have
it in
a
the
birth
Illuminati
certificate.
confirmed.
I'm gonna put an image of him side by side with Hitler on the screen.
Put on the chat. I need to see this man.
I need to see this man as well. You'll make me cry if you don't.
All right. I'm just gonna send you the link of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this. Okay, let's have a cheeky look, Arenios.
But yeah, so
Let's have a cheeky
yeah,
banner.
so he
Jesus
claims
Christ.
he's 128. Well, there's no, he doesn't.
He
have a
doesn't
birth-
look like Hitler.
He doesn't have a birth certificate. He said that he arrived in 1945 with a passport, allegedly a forgery produced by the Gestapo at the conclusion of World War II, identifying him as Hermann Guntherberg. Yeah, basically, his family don't think he's Hitler, but they think that he believes he's Hitler because he's got dementia.
Joe, I reckon he's a nutter. The thing is if he was to even be Hitler, he doesn't even look like him.
He looks
no.
like Wallace from
He
Wallace
just
and
looks
Gromit.
like he looks like the Pope. He looks like your like
He does look like the
classic Catholic priest.
He looks like Pope
Priest.
Francis.
And you go in, because it says that they found some spooky things in his cupboard of Nazi stuff. He probably is a Catholic priest, and he's probably been touching little kids in there, and that's why. It's not because he doesn't look like Hitler. He can't be.
MJK_man said
Fuck
Hitler.
looks like-
off.
Pope, what's the difference?
I don't
He
know,
looks
Magic
like
Man.
if
Okay,
He looks
so
like
we've
if-
got 2 more news stories left, and we've got to fill 10 minutes.
Oh,
Hold
good.
on, can I make a comment?
MJK_man said the
He looks
Pope has
like if
lost his
Wallace and
virginity.
Gromit smoked. It looks like if Wallace from Wallace and Gromit smoked crack.
He does.
He does actually. His teeth
Yeah.
are falling out and everything. But if even if he has dementia, who would think? Who would go? Oh, okay, who's the most hated man on the planet? Hitler. I'm Hitler. Who does that? Who thinks that's the best person to be? At least be something like I'm Abraham Lincoln, because at least he's a decent bloke.
Alright.
Hitler.
Alright.
Hitler ain't
I'm
good.
Jeremy Corbyn, boys.
Yeah, Jeremy Corbyn, another one to say you are. He kind of looks like Jeremy Corbyn, to be fair.
Yo, Jeremy
No, he
Corbyn
doesn't.
not
He
supposed
does.
to. Jeremy Corbyn didn't die 70 years ago.
He did.
He was born 70 years ago.
No word.
How old was Hitler when he died?
He was like 50.
Yeah.
50.
You'd have to be fucking old. Like 128 years old, which I'm pretty sure is a new record if it's true.
He was 78.
Next.
78.
Okay, next.
He was not 78 when he died.
Okay, so you guys.
No, I was taking Hitler's age off of his
Oh.
age.
Okay, so you guys probably remember the two gay penguins we talked about in the last podcast.
I don't.
Oh, hell yeah. The
Basically,
quiz.
to
has
fill you
come
in,
back.
Two gay penguins stole another penguin's baby,
And killed it.
and no, they kept
Oh.
it and were gonna like nurture it. The other penguins came back. There was a bit of a fight.
And they killed it.
Good old Ed
No,
Steele.
no penguins got killed, and they gave the baby
Aw.
back to its actual parents and gave them their own egg.
And then killed it.
Fuck!
No.
What's wrong with you?
They just cracked the egg.
But basically,
Over-
the
I
We're
cook it
supposed,
over
to,
frying
we're
pan.
supposed to be talking about a couple of Ed Steele penguins. We're not supposed to be talking about Hitler penguins. Jesus
anyway,
Christ.
right?
No, Hitler penguin only kills the ones that look a little bit
Fuck
different,
off.
bigger noses and
It says
and own
here-
bangs.
It's
You and Charles!
Let me fucking speak. It says
Sorry.
the pair are said to have formed a bond at Sydney Sea Life Aquarium ahead of the 2018 breeding season. The staff gave them a fake egg, to show their strong nurturing skills. And
But what if they've just misgendered one of them and one of them's actually a female?
and after they were shown how good they are at raising eggs, they gave them a real egg. And they said they'd be bowing to each other. They do kind of weird rituals and stuff.
Yeah, they crack the egg and then they cook it.
Okay, so penguins share parenting and feeding responsibilities equally. There's little difference between opposite sex or same sex parenting. Okay, and
Isn't that kind of obvious?
she also said that it's not the first gay pair of animals among zoos around the world.
What was the first, William?
Yeah, but if it
I
was
don't
back
know.
in the day, those boys would be put in prison in a zoo. They'd be put in a zoo.
There's a children's book called And Tango Makes Three, which is based on the real story of two gay penguins at New York's Central Park Zoo, who reared their own chick.
Where's the meerkat, yeah?
What?
Where's the meerkat in it?
Magic Man's the
Look at
meerkat.
it.
That's who he is.
What?
But it was pulled from bookshelves in Hong Kong because people don't like gay penguins. What do you think about this?
Yeah, fair
Well,
enough.
Who? Yeah, I mean,
If you don't like gay penguins, don't like them.
like I said last episode, I find this story quite weird because
Tragic.
of the fact how would the the penguins like saw a male, like these aren't like penguins aren't that intelligent is what I've read from like booklets and shit at
Right.
the the WWF place in Woking.
Right.
That like penguins aren't that intelligent compared to other animals. So how the fuck would they find homosexual relations with another penguin if they don't like know what homosexuality actually is?
I think I know what happened.
What do you think happened, Tom?
They killed the baby.
Oh, stop
And
saying
ate it.
that, Ewan.
Right, what happened was they are both slightly blind, so they can't really see each other.
They're
And
legally blind.
that happened.
Like Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
You know what? you might want to make a behind-the-scenes episode, not put it in an outro.
I'm not putting all of it in an outro. Okay, and the
Most of it though.
okay.
I just want to say, I apologise if I've said anything mean, rude in this podcast.
I don't. If
Okay,
I've said that.
so Samsung has just announced their new product called the Galaxy A7, which is a
Oh lord,
foldable.
it's a
tablet.
bomb, innit?
It's not a bomb.
A foldable bomb.
Which is a foldable tablet, so you
Bomb.
can take your tablet, fold it up, and stick it in your pocket. What do you guys think about this?
It's a foldable
Well,
knife because that's what they did to take the 9/11 planes. Is they took out Stanley knives and killed the people in them. It's a foldable knife.
Basically,
Yeah, but
You
they
are
would be
weird.
broken by a
Like-
12-year-old though.
Ah,
there was
with a hammer.
No,
Shut up! Let the man speak.
no.
the Samsung think tank. Some bloke had a piece of paper in his pocket. He thought, how can we get people to carry around stuff like this in their pockets for easy access? And because easy access, people will buy it, which makes us money. So then I was like, let's create something that folds up and slips right in your pocket. And then that was born.
Alright, but personally, I don't really understand the appeal of a foldable tablet because, first of all, it's not gonna fold well. It's gonna look really. It's gonna have that weird kind of like meshable. You know what I mean? Like where that kind of like clear plastic where it warps. Do you
My
guys know what
question
I mean?
is,
Yeah.
But the
If
thing
it's
with
a
a tablet is
tablet-
it's made to be compact anyway. So why would you need a foldable?
No.
Why don't you just get a phone? That's the thing.
Yeah,
That is
what I
what
want,
a
what I
foldable
want to
one
say,
is.
right? What I want to say that like tablet screens are normally glass. How the fuck are they gonna fold glass?
No, I highly doubt they are. They're probably gonna have a that like
It's gonna be a shit plastic screen which
yeah.
doesn't work to touch screens. Does in it?
I don't know if any of you have used a plastic screen phone with a plastic screen, or you might have used a DS which has got a plastic screen.
Oh my god, I see it. I see it.
They're terrible, aren't they?
Yeah, they are really, really bad.
It's
Um,
like just a slit in the middle of it.
what? Is there
The
a
new
picture?
thing.
Yeah, there's a picture.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
looking
pictures.
at it now.
They're like slits in the middle of them.
Yeah,
Where's this picture?
just buy a fucking phone. Why do you need?
Yeah.
They do the exact same thing anyway.
Just buy
It's a
it.
phone and a tablet.
Oh, it looks disgusting.
It's a phone and a tablet, but they've removed the practicality of a phone and removed the practicality of
I'll put
of a tablet.
a picture on the board. On the board. on
Oh,
the
it
screen.
looks so disgusting. Oh my god.
It does look very bad.
Yeah, it
Just buy a
does.
phone. You don't need a smaller tablet. Buy an iPad Mini. There you go.
It's
Already
really
got
dumb.
a tab-
You broke another
smaller
rule.
tablet.
Promotion of things that we don't want to promote.
Oh, who keeps removing my lovely pictures?
Oh,
Not
that's not nice.
Yeet.
That's
Back in the mixer.
I still okay. So what
It's
we
just a book. That's all it is.
yeah, what we've established here is that the whole point of a tablet is for it to be bigger.
Oh.
than-
No! Don't do it.
I just need to, I'm gonna put on the screen what Tom just sent me. No, what Ewan just sent. But yeah, basically what we've established is Samsung is out of ideas, and why buy this when you could just buy a phone?
Yeah. Why would you?
Don't forget the emojis on the bottom, Will.
Okay, thank you for watching another episode of the Unnamed Podcast. Say goodbye, guys.
In a while, crocodile. Oh.
Alright, yeah, thanks for watching,
Have fun with the bloopers.
and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Bye. Fuck all of
We'll
you.
see you again someday. Maybe.
Shut up. Fuck all of you. We're leaving now. Okay, I will tell you when I've started the podcast, alright?
I need to get my news articles up. Hold on.
Fuck's sake. I swear I do most of the news anyway.
We might
Yeah,
as
but I
well
got
leave
my
it. Just sit
weeb
there.
news. I need to do my weeb news.
Oh yeah, Weeb News. Shit.
Leave news.